YouTubers, it's Saturday morning, the 17th of February, and following on from my last video, I had my alloys fitted up at Elite Wheels and Tyres in Reading. Great guy down there, as I said, called Charlie, so if you need anything, links in the description below. Get in touch with them, they really will hook you up. They hooked me up with loads of my stuff. I've done Ford Rangers, Nissan Navara pickups, I've had all sorts of lift kits and wheels fitted, and yeah, they've been great. But yeah, my wheels are on, my respray's done in the moss grey with the Raptor, and I am absolutely loving it. Honestly, the comments I've had, thank you all. It's really uplifting to know that I chose the right colour, one, and two, that I've done a nice job on it. I did take my time with it, trying to get it all nice, and I'm really happy with it. Even parks out in the road out there, people just stop and like, wow, that looks cool. It is just a Citroen Relay van, but it looks pretty cool with the alloys now anyway. But yeah, so it's Saturday today. I'm at work, currently just waiting on a couple of appointments. So I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos today on a couple of window installs. Obviously I've done them before on my last van, but this weekend, tomorrow, Sunday the 18th, I'm going to install two windows, one in the sliding door and one on the opposite panel on the off side, both sliding windows, and they're privacy glass. And I also ordered the pocket windows, which are about that sort of long. I think they're about 800 long by 270 high, and it should just fit in the perfect little spot that I've marked out on the van. So my aim tomorrow is to have the windows fitted in and hopefully the bed brackets fitted in. Now, because I've got an extra high top van, I want to utilise that space. So the garage space at the minute, with where the brackets were going to go onto the sides of the van, would only give me about 550 to play with on the height. So you can't even get really a fridge under there, and it's just wasted because I've got so much height above me. So my father-in-law, who is a fabricator, stainless steel fabricator or welder or metal fabricator, shall we say, he's pretty guru at everything, to be fair. He's so cool. He's made me some custom made brackets that come up, so they sort of follow the contour of the side of the van. So if that's the side of the van where you would normally bolt onto, they sort of go onto it like that, then they fold in, and then you've got the side panel of the van, so they sort of go like that and in. So they follow the contour in, so you're not losing any space. And then we're going to riv nut them in. Obviously, we're going to install some riv nuts in and screw them in nice, Sikaflex them on so there's no vibrations or anything. And that basically takes the bottom of the bed beam up to 900, which is perfect. Loads of space under there. You can get the mountain bikes under there and all sorts. Yeah, talking about mountain bikes, actually, I'm going to respray my mountain bike as well to match the van. That may be really sad, and some of you are thinking, why are you wasting your time and money? Well, again, it's not going to cost me anything. Luckily, I have three brothers who are very handy. One's a carpenter, one's a bike builder / seller, and my other brother is pretty guru with electrics and things like that. But anyway, moving on. I basically took it to my brother and his friend at the shop, and they've basically stripped it down into a frame, and I'm going to paint it, because I think when it's on the back of the van, if it's moss grey and it blends in with the van, it's just going to look sick. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So why I'm actually here is I was after a silicone gun to do the windows. Last time I did the windows on the Iveco, I struggled getting the window glue out with a normal gun. I heated them up, and honestly, it was just like trying to get it out. It's crunching. My hand was so sore after. I don't know if you guys, maybe it's the stuff I'm using. Don't know if you guys have the same issue. So I put on my Facebook, look, anyone got a electric gun or air gun that I could borrow, just because it's so much easier. Get a nice continuous bead all the way around. And no one did have one that I could borrow locally anyway. So I thought I'd have a look on Euro Car Parts, and they had one in the sale. And my wife was like, why the hell are you buying another freaking tool? Well, it's cool, isn't it? So I bought this bad boy. This is a Milwaukee M18 C18 heavy duty caulking gun. I've already got some batteries, but it comes with one and a charger. I'm not going to tell you how, well, I will say how much it was in here, because she knows now, she found the receipt. It was £274. Some people say, why waste your money? but I'm going to use this a lot, and honestly it makes doing a nice even bead so much easier. So anyway, we're going to be using that tomorrow. We're going to get the windows cut in. So follow my journey, keep watching and stay tuned, guys. Have a great weekend. Ta-da! Milwaukee, or whatever you call it. I was always a DeWalt man, but DeWalt don't really do a proper silicone gun or caulking gun. This thing is uber sexy. It is like some sort of rocket launcher. Now that's the sort of thing I'm familiar with. Look at that. Shit, broke it. Oh, just want to run around the house and pretend I'm shooting someone. That is pretty damn good. Fuck man, I'm only joking. How cool is this though? What a bit of kit. Morning YouTubers, welcome back. It's Sunday morning, it's raining, it's miserable, but I'm not miserable. Today is window day. It's a good day today, so we're hoping to, providing all goes well, we're going to get the two large windows cut in, one on the sliding door and then one on the opposite panel on the offside rear. I bought these windows from Van Pimps, which I bought my last windows from, and to be fair, they were fantastic. I thought the quality was good, and they turned up very quickly, and they were very reasonable price. So I'll drop the link in the description below. Then I've also bought two little, I call them bed or bunk windows. So basically they're about 800 long by 270 high, and they're hopefully going to go just above the bed. To create a nice sort of airflow when the max air fan's on, and also just to lighten it up a little bit. It'll add to the look, and it will also give us a good bit of fresh air. So yeah, it's absolutely lashing down, but it's a positive day. So we're going to go and grab a coffee and we're going to make this happen. Well, that's that sorted. The most important item of any day is a decent coffee and a piece of banana bread warmed up. If you haven't had banana bread warmed up with a little spread of Biscoff on it, let me tell you something, you're missing out. Well, we are here and it's a nice clear workshop today. It stopped raining, it's got the doors open, so we've got some extra light in here as well. So I reckon we should get to it, don't you? But whilst I'm here, I'm thinking, get the windows cut in. Normally they say it's about an hour driveway time, but I never go with that. I like to at least leave it 2 hours, and I'm in no rush. So I'm going to cut all the windows in, hopefully. The ones in the top over here as well, over there. And whilst they're setting and bonding, why not do what I said I was going to do? My bike has been stripped down by Warren at Guard, and we're going to paint that moss grey, because I think that is going to look absolutely awesome. Let me just get it on here. When that's all moss grey, let me zoom out. Bosh, bolted on like that to my back of my ladder. My father-in-law's going to make me some special clamps to go on there, because he's a fabricator, as I've said, and it will just house that, and that is going to look awesome in moss grey. Bosh, let's get to it. Right, first step's done. I didn't want to bore you all and film the whole thing, but obviously, as you could see on the first video, she's now clean and dry. Don't think we're actually going to put her in the oven, because we don't need to. The sun's come out, it's actually really warm in here. We're just going to let that dry a little bit longer, 5 minutes, so I'm going to get everything set up that I need. I'm uber excited to use my new Milwaukee silicone gun. It's a caulking gun, And for anyone who buys one of those, if they do buy them, there is obviously a little bit you've got to adapt or take apart, because I've seen on one guy's video, he bought it thinking it was a silicone gun. It was a caulking gun like mine, and he went to put a silicone tube in. He goes, oh man, it doesn't fit, blah, 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 I've got to take it back. I was like, absolutely not. No, you just take the thing off, unscrew the little red thing, and then you're left with the black metal bit, which slots just inside a normal silicone tube. So then you can use it as a silicone gun. Easy. Took me 2 seconds. Anyway, I had a little test of it last night on speed 6. My God, it's like the Amazon rainforest. Massive bead of silicone, like that long and about that thick. So we'll definitely be doing it on speed 3, as it comes out nice and slow, nice and even. I'm hoping by using this gun, I can get it nice and even all the way down, turn the corner, and get it round. That's the plan anyway. This could all go absolutely sideways, and if it does, hey, it's a learning curve. But yeah, really excited. Let's get all the windows out and get it all set up. Bosh. Bosh. So here we go. Here's my little bag of tools. Some of very many I have. And this is the new beast. And that's just a tube of Sikaflex silicone, just window silicone, but I was just testing last night just to see how smooth it comes out. But yeah, real awesome bit of kit. I'll do you a little demo just so you can see the gun in action. Bosh, here we go. Here we go. Right, so basically, bit of tubing. You ready? Wait for it. I'll just have to cut the tube. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look, it's literally. Hey! How cool is that? Tell me you won't be buying one of these. Right, after a quick sweep out of the van, getting rid of all the timber in here and everything I had in here, we're pretty much at a blank canvas. There's no point lifting out the sheet supply because there's 4 of them under there, and we'll leave them there. So we are left with this. I've just removed the board, which is 4 screws, and we have this. So as you've seen on plenty of videos, so I'm not going to bore you with it all, but obviously you just run a line across here, okay, with a straight edge, and you're going to remove this section. So you just cut through there, and then basically you're going to follow the contour of this all the way round. Now on the sliding door, you've obviously got a nice decent sized lip for the bead or the rubber trim, U-trim to go onto, so that's absolutely fine. However, on the other side, when you're doing this, obviously this one's a lot easier. You have a structural bar here, you drill the pop rivets out, or the rivets in through here, run a knife down the inside, bosh, out it comes. And then you do the same thing. As you'll see, I've already actually just put a Sharpie line around there. I was messing around with it the other night. So again, we're going to cut out to the inside of here, and you've got a nice lip here. When you get to here, that lip then probably comes down by about 3 mil, and it's not so thick here. But I've seen professional window fitters still put the trim onto that, and it's absolutely fine. So we're going to cover or continue and do the same thing. So it's relatively easy. However, things can go wrong. So we're going to start with this side first. So we're going to drill this out, remove the bar. I'm then going to mask an area and sheet a bit of paper down here to stop any swarf going into the cab. Same up there, probably just do it from the top, stop any bits of swarf going in. And then obviously we'll mask the outside. And what I'll probably do, I've seen a lot of people start drilling loads and loads and loads of holes, so they've got a template. I'm probably just going to do 1, 2, 3 there, 4, 5, 6, and just space them around, and then I'll just go around with a straight edge and just sharpie it all off. I think that's probably the easiest thing. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so as I said, first job, drill. I've got an 8mm drill bit, nice and big. I'm just going to drill out these rivets, take this beam out, and then start piloting around the window. Okay, so what we've done is we've done some holes around here just to give us a bit of a stencil. I'm going to go and see what it looks like on the other side, and then we'll have a little go at maybe sharpieing the stencil out on the outside, I think, rather than drilling loads more holes. And that is what it looks like from the outside. So we've got our stencil. When you forget your safety goggles, no problem. We'll build some. Right, so windows cut out, that was pretty straightforward. Now we're just going to deburr all the edges with one of these and just get around, just make sure it's all neat, nice, filed off, and then we'll prime it and then get the U-trim fitted. So, hole cut out, all deburred. I've gone round, back masked it and masked it here, and I've just literally primed the whole edge with some proper high build U-pole primer. That way I know it's definitely going to be nicely sealed. I've also, where I've cut the panel away here, you'll see there's some white sealant in there. For some reason the actual original sealant had come away and it was moving away from the panel. So I just wanted to make sure it's doubly structurally strong, and I've gone round and resealed all that back in so it's nice and solid. We'll leave that to dry and we'll start doing the other side. Right, so that side's drying, or nearly dry. Again, same process for this. I probably won't film this one because you've probably seen hundreds of videos, so we're just going to crack on as we've lost a lot of time this morning already. But we're basically going to mark a nice straight line across there with a Sharpie. Put a disc cutter straight through there. Remove that panel with a bit of a blade down here to get rid of the sealant. Actually, we don't even need to do that. While we're doing that, we'll just go zzz, zzz, because this is going to come out with the panel, isn't it? So, but this one should be a bit easier, nice, easy, thick contour to follow. So let's get cracking. So first window trim is on and done. Just doing this one. It's always important when doing the window trims, don't just line it up and push it on. Always work yourself back into the trim that you've put on, if that makes sense. So get it on nice and tight and push it back that way to keep it nice and tight. When you get to the corners, always make sure you bang them in nice and tight and work them round. Take your time with it, and you'll get a nice, even, tight bead. So for the port windows, I have made this template out of cardboard by literally sitting the window on top and then cutting out the cardboard. I've then marked where the runner's end and the end of the window, which is here and here, and then I'm going to measure in from the end of that and the end of that, and then cut out the inside, which will hopefully give us our template. Maybe that'll work, maybe it won't, we'll see. Right, so these little port bunk windows, or whatever you want to call them, they're a little bit more fiddly. You've got to remove this brace, which is riveted, 3 rivets in here, 2 rivets down there, then slice it. Obviously just be careful you don't bow against this bit, because you're not going to use this, this bit is going to be seen, sorry, on the outside. Obviously this bit we're cutting out. Yeah, wearing a glove because I sliced through my finger with a Stanley blade. But let me tell you, it's bloody deep. We got plenty of blood over here. I was cutting the template and I slipped and it just went straight through there, pretty much halfway through my finger. There's a lot of blood. So yeah, anyway, enough of me whinging. We made a little template. Now this little template basically goes over like that, the inside of the window. So then when we stick this to the van, we can then trace around the inside, and that will give us then this cutout here. Basically like this. Goes on there, like so. Draw around the inside, that gives you the template. Now obviously it's cardboard, so there's going to be little bits that are lower and higher, so I'm going to roughly draw it inside, and then I'll measure from the top, which is a nice straight line, to get the measurement. Fingers crossed. Okay, it's 1540 and we've got that templated out, done and masked, ready to put some drill holes in it. Let's just hope I've done it right. What an afternoon. So we started off in the morning because we couldn't find the jigsaw, and we wasted an hour and it was already here in the rubbish bin. But anyway, I'm not going to waffle on because I'm tired. I cut my finger really badly. It's bleeding a lot. I've super glued it up, but it's still yeah, still bleeding. My own fault. Slipped with the blade making a template. Hey ho, shit happens. Right, so we're at the stage, it's 5 to 5. I was hoping to have all this in and done by 5, but these back windows are a lot more fiddly than I thought. And I slipped with the jigsaw. It bit on a bit of metal and jumped off the panel, and I've damaged the van, but luckily I know a guy who can paint something. Anyway, let me show you. So here we are, boys and girls. Panel all cut. That's where I slipped the jigsaw. Really bloody annoying, but luckily it's on a nice even line here and here, so I'll just puff that panel in, no problem at all. It's just end to end, so it's nice and easy. So yeah, that's all cut, ready for the window. I've dry fitted everything, so everything fits nicely. These are all done and cut. Got the U-trims all nicely round, and we cut all these nicely so they all join up lovely. All primered and cleaned. As you can see, there's a bit of primer left there, which we'll get off in a minute. Gets from the inside. I've just primed the other side, so let me take you around to the other side. That one's obviously in, and that one, I'll just pull that off, is all done as well. So we're just literally going to have a quick clean up, blow the whole van off, get rid of any swarf and everything, make sure it's all off. I'm going to put the windows in and then leave it here tonight just to set overnight. I'll take a car home from here. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Let's see how it all looks once the windows are in. Oh, it's been a long day, but we're getting there. So at the minute we're just degreasing the window, just to get it free from any silicone or grease or anything it may have had when being packed. Also gives a better chance for the primer to adhere to. This is called panel wipe, which we use here in the body shops, and it basically just degreases the surface, free from any bad chemicals or whatever. And we'll give it a little blow off, make sure it's all okay. Do another dry fit to make sure we're happy before we try any silicone. I have to say, I didn't think it would take as long as it has, but hey. Like I said at the start, there's no rush, right? Well, we're gonna have to call it an evening. We've managed to get one window in, but unfortunately Van Pimps have let me down this time. I ordered a fitting kit for these windows, okay, which should consist of 2 bottles or 2 tubes of window glue and a primer, which is that box there, I'm guessing. I ordered these windows online with fitting kit. These did not come with a fitting kit. Yes, I probably should have checked, but I opened the box, automatically saw this and thought that's the fitting kit for these windows. 2 tubes, 1 tube per window, and then in the other box there must be the ones for that, and there wasn't. So I managed to get this window in, and I've run out of glue, run out of bonding adhesive. This gun does use a bit more than obviously your usual thing, but it's gone on there nice and easy all around the bead, and I've managed to get 1 window in. I'm happy with how it's sat. We'll clean up there's a few little bits like that. We'll clean up any little edges on it. I'll leave that overnight. I'm gonna have to go and get some bonding adhesive tomorrow from my friend at the camper place to get these in, but I shall be emailing Van Pimps because I paid for a fitting kit, which I haven't had, and now it means the van has to stay here. So on that bombshell, it's Sunday evening, 17:41. I'm done in. I'm gonna go and get some food and a beer, and we'll continue this tomorrow. Peace out. Morning, guys, morning. It's Monday morning. We had a bit of a day yesterday, as you would have seen on the last episode. So basically we were obviously meant to be getting the windows all cut in. I was hoping to have them all cut in by 5 o'clock, but it turned out of a disaster of a day, as you'll see. My finger is still badly bleeding. Probably does need stitches. The super glue came off last night, and anyway, enough of that. So we've turned up this morning. As you'll know, on the previous episode I ran out of adhesive. I didn't run out, they didn't send me enough. They basically sent me, Van Pimp sent me 2 cans of adhesive for 4 windows, and they're only 310 ml. Now, I know I ordered the extra kit because I went back on my order last night and I added it all back up in the cart, and it was on there. So they'll be getting a call today. But hey, mistakes happen, we're all human, so I'll just give them a call and hopefully they'll send me something else for free, maybe, or a refund, whatever. So I've gone to Revamp a Van, my good friend Andy, who does camper van conversions, and he's kindly given me 3 of these. So I've got 3 tubes of this, which is also an hour drive away, and we're going to go back to my friend's body shop, get the windows bonded in, and smash this day. We're going to take this day as a positive, even though we're a bit cut up, beaten up, demoralizing that we didn't get the job done, but we are going to make it happen today, guys. Stay tuned. So guys, I've had to speed things up a little bit just because it's Monday morning, the guy's busy here. We've got this window in, happy with that, that went in nicely. This one is set absolutely perfect. Obviously we need to do water test on it, as I don't know if it's gonna leak or not. That one's primed, ready to go. And then moving around here, this one's just gone in. Again, happy with that. That's all in nicely, and we're just about to put this one in. Well, the windows are all in. She's drying out there, looking good. Whilst they're being done, I thought, let's get the bike frame done to match the van. So we're going to wrap to the plastics, which are the mud guards, and then we're going to paint this moss grey. Well, that's the end of this video, guys. The van window installation is complete. I'm very happy with them, they look really neat. We're also going to do a full water test. But yeah, overall, really happy. it just finishes off the van. Some people will probably ask why they've gone that high. Well, because I'm in a high top van, my bed isn't going to be low. They were going to go here, but my bed isn't going to be very low. So when you actually get in the van, it's an absolute mess. My bed frame was going to go here, but I'm wasting so much garage space because I've got an extra high top van. You might as well utilise that. So my father-in-law has custom made me some brackets, which are these absolute bad boys with nice little lips on them so the bed frame doesn't slide around, and they basically will bolt onto here like that, and then it will bolt onto the top, slide onto the top of there. So it gives me an extra, well, it gives me quite a lot actually. I think it gives me about an extra 15 centimeters height. So then when my bed frames are in around sort of that height, and then you've got your mattress up here, the windows will be at perfect height. But anyway, this has been quite a stressful video to do and try and film everything. Obviously cut my finger, nearly took my hand off with the disc cutter because it slipped. Didn't have enough adhesive. Oh, you name it, it's there. But I'm really happy with the outcome. The windows look fantastic. They're really neat. Probably put a little bit too much bonding in here. But again, once this is fully cured, this has only been in about an hour and a half. What I will probably do is just gently get a blade and just gently cut that off. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. And you're not going to see most of that because I'm going to dress up to it anyway, so probably won't even bother. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for staying tuned and being patient. And I hope you like the window video. And obviously we did the frame for my bike to match my van. So we've got a moss grey Marin mountain bike with ProGuard Raptor trims. Some would say I have too much time on my hands, but I think it's going to look great bolted to the back of that. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Windows are in, I'm happy. I am going to take a couple of days break because it's warming me out doing all this whilst trying to do my normal job. So I'm going to take a couple of days out with the wife, but you'll see me on the next one. Stay tuned and thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.